They say eyes are the windows to the soul. But when you look into the eyes of history's most brutal dictators, you don't see a soul. You see something else. Control, fear, absolute power. Here are the eyes that ruled the world. Genghis Khan. Most people picture him with dark warrior eyes, but ancient Persian records describe something far more unusual. Green, almost cat-like. Rare, unnatural, unheard of in his tribe. To his followers, this wasn't just a trait, it was a sign of something beyond human. A ruler who didn't just see his enemies, he seemed to read them before they even moved. The man who killed 40 million people, and nobody could look away from his eyes. Adolf Hitler. Piercing blue, not calm, not warm, intense, almost hypnotic. Even his most seasoned generals described feeling physically frozen under his stare. After temporarily losing his vision in war, some psychologists believe he became obsessed with the idea of sight itself. Those blue eyes didn't just belong to a man, they became a symbol of the ideology he used to set the world on fire. Joseph Stalin. Officially dark brown, but those who stood closest to him described something different, a yellowish, amber tint that would seem to light up when he was displeased. Cold, still, like a predator that didn't need to move. In his presence, even silence felt dangerous because a single look from Stalin wasn't just a look, it was a verdict. Benito Mussolini. He didn't rely on mystery, he used visibility as power. Dark brown eyes, always moving, always scanning. During speeches, he would lock on to specific individuals in the crowd, thousands of people, and somehow you felt like he was watching only you. Not just a leader, a present you could never escape. Mao Zedong. His eyes told a different story. Deep dark brown, almost black, completely unreadable. No one could tell what he was thinking, ever. And that uncertainty became his greatest weapon, because when you cannot read someone's intentions, you start fearing your own thoughts. Mao understood this, and he used it to control millions. Pol Pot. This is perhaps the most disturbing one on this list. His eyes were described as soft dark brown, calm, almost kind. The people who met him said he seemed approachable, gentle even. Behind those eyes was the architect of one of the worst genocides in modern history, the killing fields of Cambodia, nearly 2 million dead. True evil does not always announce itself, sometimes it smiles. Idi Amin. Wide dark brown eyes, unusually focused, always watching. People in his presence avoided eye contact completely, not out of respect, out of terror. Because it didn't feel like he was simply looking at you. It felt like he was searching through you, looking for a reason. Most of the time, he found one. Saddam Hussein. Sharp, dark brown eyes, direct, completely dominant. He didn't need to raise his voice. He didn't need to make threats. His gaze alone established the hierarchy. You were the subject. He was everything else. He understood the power of his own image. State television broadcast tight close-ups of his face into every Iraqi home. His eyes were everywhere, and that was the point. Muammar Gaddafi. Dark brown eyes, but rarely seen, almost always hidden behind dark, oversized sunglasses, and that choice was not accidental. When people cannot see your eyes, they cannot read you. When they cannot read you, they cannot predict you. And when they cannot predict you, they fear you in a way that no stare could ever create. Gaddafi understood that sometimes the most powerful gaze is the one nobody gets to see. Vladimir Lenin. Light brown, almost amber eyes, not chaotic, not cold, focused, sharp and controlled. Those who met him described a burning intensity behind that gaze, not emotional rage, not predatory stillness, pure ideological determination, like a man who had already decided how history was going to end and was simply waiting for everyone else to catch up. Different men, different eye colors, different empires, but the same result: fear. Because in the end, it was never just about the eyes. It was about what those eyes made you feel the moment they looked at you. Which one disturbed you the most? Drop a comment below. And if you want more content like this, you already know what to do.